think the Immortals went with the same setup they went with on Prokhorovka. So 4 heavies with a light AMX-13, and yoe IRONMEN actually just going with 2 light tanks on their side with 3, or no, actually just 2 heavy tanks.
Okay, so here we are, and well.
Yeah, so early on we can see yoe IRONMEN moving over to that eastern bridge area. So actually the eastern kind of dip in the landscape. Quite common. I mean, as expected, the northern team almost always just goes for that area right
They're
there.
so close to it. I mean, both teams are so close to it, but we more often than not, we do see southern teams going to the western front, and this is exactly what the Immortals were doing last time I had a look. So yeah, as Andy said, right now everybody's going towards that eastern trench when it comes to yoe IRONMEN, and they're going to be quite comfortable there. Now, when it comes to the tank setup, as Andy had mentioned, just a wee bit disparate here. Definitely from long range, those MX-50, 50s, 100s are going to be very, very much of a threat. But at the same time, yeah, rolling out with those 2 light tanks and the T-69, definitely just giving an edge in terms of speed and more options to the yoe IRONMEN side.
Yeah, definitely. So, and I want to see yoe IRONMEN use Edison and Tanaka to more advantage. I mean, they're in extremely fast tanks, and they can afford to be a little bit aggressive and you know, risk a little bit just to get, you know, damage information, because information is key on these open maps. If you know where those enemies are, then it's so easy to reposition on these open maps, because you don't have to, you know, go in and out through buildings or, you know, go up and down hills. You can just kind of move along a straight plain area and then reposition like that. So yeah, Edison and Tanaka definitely should be moving more around this map right now. Edison, in fact, is moving over towards that northern edge, gonna go over to that western side, potentially. He actually just stopped moving right there. But I mean, all the members of yoe IRONMEN are so cramped up right now. They're so clustered together that, you know, if the Immortals had any idea of this, they could just easily set up a surrounding maneuver.
Yes, indeed, and well, I mean, right now they're quite content just squatting that northeastern crater just for defensive purposes, and look at that spread coming from the Immortals, much more aggressive. As a matter of fact, they've got so much more map control at this point. They're just not crossing to their east, yes, yet, but nevertheless, this is a pretty interesting spread coming from the Immortals, and I think they're going to have a peek at the northwestern front. I think they're going to cross the railroad. I mean, Sirius is definitely looking to just get some more vision. He's just climbing that small hill, trying to see if anybody's beyond the railroad. So I think the T1's going to make that cross. Yes, indeed. As we speak right now, a T1 has crossed to the northern side of this railroad. And obviously it was the Sirius on the other side. No, I think it was Edison. Yeah, Edison 99 when he on the yoe IRONMEN side that had posted up north, but he hasn't spotted them just as yet. So the Sirius here quite comfortable, and you know, when it comes to Heinz here, Heinz Linderman and his T1, if he continues this way, he's eventually going to spot was it Edison? Yeah, Edison 99.
Yeah, definitely. So he is slowly progressing over there to the eastern side
yeah,
of the
and
railway.
There you go, he's been spotted. They spotted each other right. No, actually,
he's only a T1 though.
No, I know. I mean,
far.
It's Heinz. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. It's Heinz Linderman, but he hasn't spotted his counterpart though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, Edison 99 is definitely seen him, but there you go. Edison 99 with the first shot. So now the Sirius knows there's a superior tank like to the eastern side, but he found out what he wanted.
Yeah.
So it's not too much of a loss. But you know what? Really, clearly, yoe IRONMEN right now they're just camping, and I can't believe they are just camping in the crater when they've got the faster tanks.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, if you wanna go with more mobile tanks, you know, you gotta use that mobility. I mean, if you're gonna be defensive like this and not be moving around a lot, you might as well go with something heavier. I mean, at least like a T-69. Yeah, exactly. But you know, since Edison, or maybe even just trade either Edison or Tanaka for another T-69, or even like an AMX-50, or just like any heavier tank, honestly. Especially just due to the fact that both Edison and Tanaka aren't moving too far away from the main pack, and you know, I can understand why, because you know, they don't want to get singled out, and they don't want to potentially die. But at the same time, if they're all cramped up like this, it's not going to allow them to engage the Immortals at all.
Okay, so here we have the Sirius who spotted Student Yaya, non-TW, he spotted quite a lot of people without being spotted, which is kind of amazing. So quite ironically, it's the Sirius who's doing just all the scouting for the heavier setup, pretty much. Although the Immortals only have like this one 1390, he's doing more scouting than his counterparts, Edison and Tanaka. They're not moving at all, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, they're like
this is a very disappointing play, as a matter of fact, from yoe IRONMEN. They're not doing anything at this point. And to be honest with you, if this were to end in a draw, which doesn't look like it because they're being surrounded as we speak, but if it did, then really I think yoe IRONMEN would deserve a bit of a warning here.
Oh, but Sirius taking some damage right
So
there.
did non-TW though.
Yeah,
so did non-TW, so it's not too serious. I mean, it's just, and no pun intended, he just has to be a wee bit more careful. But look at that, moving castle taking some damage. She's done some amazing scouting, so I mean, all the other tanks were able to shoot down on the yoe IRONMEN tanks. That's brilliant, pretty much.
Yeah, PNL is also doing a great job being the
and he's the only one that's been spotted. Look at this right now. Like if you look at the screen, you can see the yoe IRONMEN side. The only tank they've spotted is PNL, and they've got an MX-13 and a 132. And they've only spotted one ME tank, and they still have both T1s. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, and actually, even those light tanks aren't even the reason why they're getting that vision on those yoe IRONMEN or on the Immortal members as well. It's because the Immortals are firing shots at them that they're actually able to see that.
Okay, PNL taking just a little bit of damage. Okay, that was like what, 51 hit points out of 1500.
Was that from a T1?
I think no, it's probably like a splash shot that was coming up.
Hey, that's one hit point, man.
No, it was 51.
Oh, 51?
Yeah, it was 1449, which means that 51 hit points were taken down. The Sirius here is well, he's got to back. Yeah, he's got to back off a wee bit here because he's not of much use where he is right now. And he took more hits. He's probably gonna. If he goes down, that's gonna be real trouble. It's gonna be real trouble if he goes down. And Edison's going for the hunt right here. Edison 99s, yeah, they're charging in, both of them.
Yeah, they're gonna try and finish him off here.
Exactly.
But they did lose vision, right? Oh, vision has been regained.
Yeah, he's gonna go for a shot from right there. I mean, he's 2-1. Oh, he gets taken down.
Wow, so now a huge advantage going in favor of yoe IRONMEN now.
Yeah, exactly, because the Immortals are going to be forced to charge in now that the Sirius was taken down. That was really unfortunate because, you know what, so far, I think that the Immortals had a better spread, as a matter of fact. So it's kind of really unfortunate.
So they should have been more aggressive, honestly. Like, look at the other heavy tanks from the Immortals. They're pulled back so far back, and they're so far away
because they went for
from the main firefight.
Because they went for a flank, pretty much. They wanted to keep them busy long enough to go for this flank. That's why it was really ambitious. And honestly, had Sirius stayed alive, they would have pulled this off. They actually would have pulled this off. It's not game over yet, though. I mean, I don't want to bury the Immortals, too early on because they could still win this technically. I mean, they'd have to come up with something really amazing. But look at that, they're going for a surrounding maneuver. If they manage to really surround that crater, there's no way out. Really.
Yeah.
So,
and also, since the yoe IRONMEN members are so clustered together.
Exactly.
So it's going to be a lot easier to focus them down.
So, although they're one tank down, to be honest with you, I really feel that they can still turn this around. Although they got to move quick, because on yoe IRONMEN's side, they got really quick tanks, so they could go for a base capture while they're busy up there. So they really have to do this quickly. But look at that. I mean, it's still a tall order, but if they really just manage this perfectly, they could still pull this off. Somehow. By miracle.
Yeah, definitely. So here we have like multiple fronts being engaged right now. Look at moving castle's
probably going to go down.
Moving out, he goes down.
He goes down, but still, it's still a one tank advantage here.
Only a T1 though. Only
only two T1s, yes. And Iron Buzz is taking a lot of hits here. He's taking a lot of hits. He's got a Iron Buzz is probably going to go down.
Yeah.
Oh, non-TW, one more shot. That's that's pretty much game over.
Two tanks just went down right there.
And that was really unfortunate because non-TW was one shot away. He goes down now, but it's still not going to be enough. Look at that. PNL has taken too much damage at this point.
Yeah.
And Student Yaya is still at full hit points.
And he's way too, and Kitan can't provide enough cover fire for mid.
He can't. And because he's an MX-5100, he's probably reloading as we speak.
Yeah.
So this is not looking good at all here. And PNL is wasting his shots. He should definitely he has to take care of Student Yaya here. He can't.
So I mean, there's no way he can
finish him off, but at least he has to at least try to do some damage instead of focusing his firepower on tanks that are fleeing. But that does mean that yoe IRONMEN is going to qualify for the semifinals despite this amazing effort from the Immortals. They nearly pulled this off. I mean, when it came to the comeback.